30 minutes ago.
To be totally honest with you, even a few days on, I still can't believe that Dubois trade went down. I know he had a really rocky season with LA, and he's got a reputation that being involved in another trade here like this isn't exactly going to help fix. But given that LA committed to him for so long and in the prime age of his career, I thought they'd give it at least one more year before pulling the plug. But then once you find out that a big part of the reason this trade went down when it did was so that LA could move on from him before his no-move clause kicked in on July 1st, that gives you some pretty big insight on just how drastically this team's view of him changed in less than a year. The Caps will have 7 more years of Dubois at 8.5, 25 years old, and LA will have 3 more years of Kemper at 34 years old, 5.25 million. Look, I know Dubois' one and only season with LA was brutal. It was a really rough go, especially in the playoffs, but I'd be lying to you if I told you I saw this coming. For them to give up on him less than 12 months after signing him to an 8-year contract extension, the longest you can sign somebody, and I know technically Winnipeg signed the contract.
Wait, did the LA Kings give up? Wait. The LA Kings contract with the LA Kings contract with the LA Kings contract with Dubois.
According to NHL.com, Dubois was traded to the Kings.
He was traded Capitals by Kings temper. Dude. Yeah. Do we? Yeah, okay.
Fact is, it was a sign and trade, but LA took that on as part of the package on purpose to get the 8th year. This is wild stuff, man. Dubois' reputation precedes him. Getting bounced 1 year into an 8-year contract certainly won't help that, and now he starts work on his 4th NHL team before the age of 26. And we just made a video talking about how Ovi and the goal record is going to be one of the most interesting storylines heading into next season. You throw Dubois into that mix, we've got a straight-up Emmy Award-winning TV show on our hands. And as for
This is gonna be a TV. Grab the popcorn, grab your remote, turn on the next Washington Capitals game, sit back, relax, and watch Dubois, once a Winnipeg Jets. Before that, he would have been Atlanta Thrashers, traded to the LA Kings. The Monarchy fell with him, and they brought a goalie from Washington to bring him all the way from California to the capital of the monarchy itself.
For going to LA, I mean, they just re-signed David Rittich to a 1-year contract extension last month. They've got their goaltending tandem going into next season, and it looks like Cam Talbot's the one being woodied from Toy Story. Dubois is very interesting because, yes, he can have a bad year that makes him look not so good. I mean, did it with Columbus, did it with Winnipeg, did it with LA, but he can also, out of the blue, just be really good. Putting that type of wild card on the same team, maybe not on the same line as Ovechkin, who knows what we're going to get here. It's going to be absolutely fascinating. They're rolling the dice here. They want to try to make some hay with Ovi's final years on the contract and probably beyond, given that it's 7 years left on the deal.
Maybe they'll even make the second round with them.
Jets right now, how happy are they? They got a king's ransom for Dubois, no pun intended, and less than a year later he gets flipped 1-for-1 for a 34-year-old goalie with an .890 save percentage last year. Cheveldayoff is laughing right now. Washington clearly can be a big building block for them going forward. Keep in mind, there's no retention here. Like, they're paying him his full ticket, and his no move clause kicks in. Like, they're taking a gamble. And it's wild because reportedly, few other teams were interested in Dubois. So, despite things not working out on 3 different teams now, there are still plenty of NHL clubs who think that they can be the ones to fix Pierre-Luc Dubois. And the Caps are going to be the ones to actually get a chance to do so. Friedman also recently mentioned that the Caps aren't done. It seems like they're going to look to continue adding, which makes sense after making a move like this. That's so interesting to me. Like, what else do they add, and what does that do for their chances in the Metro Division? Having Strome, McMichael, and now Dubois down the middle seems to be quite a plus. How much can they do in a division that has the Rangers, Hurricanes, and a Devils team that just got Jacob Markstrom? Or are they just trying to stay semi-competitive while they have Ovechkin and making it easier for him to break the record? This is going to be one of the most fascinating fits to watch in all of hockey next year. Is he going to work with Ovechkin? Where is he going to settle in on the power play? Is he going to solidify himself as the number 1, number 2, or given how he played with LA, maybe even number 3 center on this team? Are we going to see a resurgence similar to his second and third years with Winnipeg, or is it going to be more complacency from him? It's going to be quite...
Yeah, it's going to be interesting going into the next season, as obviously the Edmonton Oilers or the Florida Panthers will win the Cup today. If you're watching this on Tuesday, Wednesday, or other days this week, well, yeah. You already know who won the Cup. And yeah,
story to follow. Imagine if he actually finds a ton of chemistry with Ovechkin. That would definitely be something, but hey, that's totally the type of weird thing we would see from the hockey gods, is Pierre-Luc Dubois and Alex Ovechkin being a match made in heaven. The NHL is just weird and unpredictable like that sometimes. I saw that move and I literally thought it was a joke. The fact that it's real is just something else. Give me your thoughts in the comments. I might make a video where I dive deeper into PLD being a cap. I want to do a deeper
I thought
dive
you were
and analysis
joking
of it,
when you
maybe
said
as we
that.
progress
Said
in the
that.
summer. As usual, thank you so much for watching. Please consider liking and subscribing. You're
is this
awesome.
a joke video, like one of those
Show-stopping
pranks? Like,
BMW i4's electricity in its most powerful form. An impressive range and the power of over 500
dang,
horsepower.
I didn't know that teams could
BMW,
trade during the
the ultimate
playoffs.
electric driving machine.
Man. Cold War